It's an intense day, but I think that it's important for me to get out to all 5 campuses as the week begins of my inauguration. Left my apartment in Boston about 6 o'clock, traveled to UMass Dartmouth.
What we're focusing on, since we're in the New Bedford area, is using seafood waste, making them food for bacteria. And then the bacteria will either make bioplastics or biofuels.
Boy, that's amazing. There's a lot of people in the state, they don't realize the importance of being a research engine. It's this kind of experience that students get. I would urge all of you, if you want to major in political science, you ought to get involved and engage in political campaigns, or maybe it's with a nonprofit. Then I get in my car and we drove 2 hours and 35 minutes to Amherst. And we looked at some research around manufacturing.
The research that I'm doing is investigating the role of mechanical loading on the progression of bone metastatic breast cancer.
Then I went to an unbelievable course on the civil rights movement.
Malcolm decides that he's going to break with the Nation of Islam during these 90 days. And so he becomes less about black separatism and more about racial equality.
Serving with John Lewis, one of my great thrills was talking about the civil rights movement with John, and he would talk about Malcolm X and Dr. King. He led the march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. I thank you for letting me come in to your class, and I wish I was taking the class, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
We get in the car and travel 2 hours to Worcester at the medical school.
We have to make this sea change in terms of our practice to protect patients from the opioid epidemic of the past 10 years.
It hits home. I, several months ago, lost my nephew, it hits home.
Okay, we're gonna shock. Everybody clear. I'm clear, you're all clear. Shock delivered.
These are events that they can't replicate in real life.
Exponential learning opportunities, incredible.
1, 2, 3.
From there, get in the car, went up to UMass Lowell, about 55 minutes. So I revisited that campus. It's nice to be back, it really is. Now this is good gear. That's high quality gear right there. This has become a hot university.
Yeah.
You know, well, you guys transferred, right? Yes. I mean, it's becoming a destination so that, you know, the competition to get in is tough too.
Right, yes.
But I think that's a good thing.
Will you take a selfie?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And right at the camera and smile.
And you click it when you look good rather than the other two, right?
Everyone else like, I look good in that, I don't know about it.
So I'm finishing up here in Boston.
So this class doesn't have a textbook, and so the students are forced to kind of go into the world of a financial analyst, see what's going on in the market, and make investment decisions in live time with real information.
Honestly, 5 years ago, I was packing boxes in a warehouse. And so this has been a real life changer for me.
You know, looking back, I've grown tremendously just for my short time of being here, and I'm thankful for that.
The reason I selected UMass was, UMass is a diamond. Today, I'm Director of Operations at Localytics. It's one of the really fastest growing startups in this area.
Cutting-edge universities are getting students to focus on entrepreneurship. It's critically important given the economic trend today. There's so much talent here. You could set the prototype for what UMass ought to be doing. Each campus has a different kind of feel. They're different, but from my vantage point, in terms of the passion of what UMass means, I feel it on every campus, and I feel just as strongly about making every campus excellent, trying to get excellence in everything that we do. And I can feel it today. It feels great.